Hey YouTube, it's February in Minnesota, 17 degrees out here, snow blowers are blowing, snow's still falling. So even though the Spyder technically rides like a snowmobile, we can't really take it anywhere because I can tell you from experience that that thing has no real traction in the snow. So instead what we're going to do is play with it a little bit and see if we can't mount that onto that. Which is going to cause some challenges from what I've found so far. It's way too cold to do this out here, so we're going to do this inside. And the kit for this is pretty straightforward. We've got the Givi top case with the Can-Am logos on it. Pretty straightforward, simple double wall case. This is a Monokey style, so one key handles unlocking it and also removing it from the attachment plate. And then we've got the Can-Am adapter. And the intention with this is going to mount to the headrest, and this bracket is going to slot into the back of the headrest, and then this bolt connects through from the front. Connect the two pieces together, and you have a nice secure fit. Now I know from a little bit of research that the backrest I have on my Spyder is not the one this kit is meant for, but kind of the underlying theme of most of my projects is my willingness to try to make things work, regardless of whether or not they're supposed to work. So let's see what we can do. This is the closest I could actually come to getting these to mount together. We need to run the bracket up through the top of this little platform. I'll show you this here. Bolt it from beneath. But the problem that I have is since these aren't meant to go together, it gives it no sideways stability. So this thing's going to twist all over the place unless I develop some sort of a bracket to hold it. The other problem I have is I really don't like the look of this odd double stacked backrest thing that we've got going here. I actually found a couple photos online showing what this would look like with the top case, and truly, I like that even less. So, we're going to come up with a different solution for this. I'm trying to come up with a better solution for how to mount these two together. I actually started researching both this top case and this backrest, looking to see if I could find a different backrest that this would mount to more gracefully. And what I found was this top case is actually nothing special at all. This is just a standard Givi B33 Monokey top case. Now it's a bit of a mouthful. I'll put a link to it in the description on the video here. And this backrest is actually also kind of a little bit unusual. This backrest isn't specific just to this bike. It's actually an accessory for something that Can-Am sold known as the Sport Rack, which was an additional luggage rack extension that you could put on the back of the bike. And that means that this thing should be easy to remove. The Sport Rack, as I mentioned, is this little black plastic extension. And all of the Sport Racks have a quick release hidden under the seat that allows you to lift this top panel and get to a special little storage box underneath. So if that's true for this, I should be able to open up the seat, pull on this little red plug, and then this whole thing should tilt forward and come off. Now, the cool thing about that is they also make a flat cover panel for this that I should be able to mount a top case to. Well, thanks to the power of the internet and eBay, I was able to find this cover plate for my Sport Rack in matching black, as well as this adapter plate from Givi, which is supposed to allow me to mount my Monokey top case to any luggage rack on any bike. So technically now I have a luggage rack. So let's see if this plate is going to allow me to mount that onto the back of the Spyder, and if we'll have a top case this afternoon. For that, I have to go back out into the garage. So now if everything goes according to plan, this little panel is going to slot right onto the top of the Sport Rack cover and drop into place like that, which looks super cool. And then this adapter plate from Givi should just sit right on top. Now clearly there's going to be a problem here. If we look at this, the adapter plate is bigger than the cover, and the cover has this little lip on the back of it rising right back here, which is going to stop us from mounting this thing flat. So we're going to have to do some kind of a spacer, and more than likely we're going to have to cantilever it a bit because this cover has a storage box underneath it with that little rubber gasket, and the bottom of the cover also has this little raised lip. So I got to make sure that my mounting hardware, when it sticks down through this, is going to either be in the box or in a space where it's not going to hit this little edge and mess with my overhang here. It'd be nice if I could keep this box watertight so I can keep my registration and everything else in there. So let's see what we can do to line these up. So there's no real interesting way to show this on video, but essentially what I did is went to Menards and I got 4 of these rubber plugs, which are about 1 inch thick, and I drilled holes through the center of them, or near enough. I also got 4 bolts using the same size. They're 6mm bolts, same as what comes in the Givi kit, but since I'm adding a 1 inch spacer, essentially got bolts that are about 1 inch longer than what I had before, and I can always cut the end off if I need to. And then I took this cover plate, which I don't know if I mentioned, but it is the Givi E231 plate, and it has these little honeycomb holes in it so you can line it up with your mounting hardware wherever it's appropriate to do so. And I found the appropriate spots where I could set 4 of these little plugs and run a bolt through. I marked those holes on my cover plate for my sport rack and drilled them through, and you'll see they all line up nicely inside the box here, so we should be able to have a good seal off the rubber plugs and keep this pretty watertight, if not completely watertight. So the next step is just to thread it all together and see what it looks like. So here's the end result of the bolted plate. We have our spacers here. Bolts all run through the top with these little adapters. And we'll tighten up the bottom and go see what it looks like on the bike and whether we can mount the top case to it. All right, we're back out at the bike. My little adapter here ready to go. That should slot in here. And click down. Push my little plug back in. Make sure that that's all seated. Okay, that's well and truly attached to the bike now. So Givi gives you this little cover plate to make everything look nice, cover up all the mounting hardware and everything else. Gives you a nice clean setup. Really, really hard to install with one hand, as it turns out, but make do. There we go. So yeah, without the top case, that's my end result here. Nice and clean, fully attached to the bike, and got this little channel under it now, so if I ever had to strap a dry bag or anything like that, bungee cord anything to the back, I can do that. And it gives me a pretty clean, professional look. I'll put the seat down here. Now, moment of truth, let's see if the top case fits. All right, the top case is in position. It's pushed all the way back onto these little tabs on the back of the case. And all we have to do is get it pushed onto this little tongue in the front to get it to mount. My experience with Monokey cases in the past is it does take quite a forceful shove to get these to attach. It's actually intentional. It's part of why they stay so securely attached to the plates as you're going down the road. So we're gonna push it down and get a little bit of weight on it. And hear that loud click. Now the case is fully attached. And as soon as the snow melts, we'll be able to hop out on the road. All right, that's it from me today. If you want more videos about me on this Spyder and all the weird little road trips we're going to have this summer, as well as other how-to videos about how to do crazy little things for your kids around the house, feel free to subscribe to my channel. There's going to be quite a bit more content coming up in the near future. Take care, guys. Ride safe.